You can't imagine what is about to come. Yes, look at this. What am I doing here? So, this is about to come. Morning, dear archers. Welcome back to the beautiful range of Malt Archery. Thank you, Danny, for letting me use it. And today, look at this, what I got here. An American semi-longbow made in Australia by my friend Colin Gair. He contacted me because he was building a Turkish bow and said, oh look, I built you a Turkish bow, and then we started talking, and I had this talk with Peter and always say that a hill style bow and blah blah blah, and I thought, can you make a hill style bow? I said, yes, I make you one, and this is now his interpretation of a hill style bow. What you get from Colin is a bow, a string with the silencers. You get for his custom-made bows a extra bow stringer, and you get a little documentation. I'll show you in a second. He wrote me a lot of information so that I know what I'm getting. Look at this. That's a lot. So what do we have? This is the EMU model longbow based on a classic Howard Hill style, crafted to my interpretation. Holds some classic design features of older hill bows, such as the through riser core and the only belly glass running up to the fade ramps. It also has classic hill style straight grip, but made to my interpretation for comfort. And the bow is crafted using all Australian timbers to showcase the quality and uniqueness of the woods we have available. So it's not bamboo and glass, which Peter said would be the best. It's simply made with Australian wood. To the technical specifications, it's from Outlaw Bows. The EMU, it's an American semi-longbow, laminated. Has a length from nock to nock 70 inches, has a brace head of 6.5 to 7.25, is 51 pounds at 28, has a max draw of 29, but you can have this bow with a max draw up to 32. And the recommended arrow weight minimum is 8.5 grain, means 433 grain, and have here 31-inch long arrows. There are 450, so we are good to go. The string is a D97 Flemish. The riser is red ironbark and has a hood pine stripe in it. The limbs are hood pine, core, and pink ash. And the tips are red ironwood, pink ash, hood pine. And the price is 650 to 900 Australian dollars, which is, I don't know now, but I will write it there. So this is all the information I got from him. He does not make a knocking point on it, so he said because it's an individual thing, you really need to shoot it in that you know what you're getting. You have, of course, a lot of custom options with these bows. Bow stringer, knocking point is 3/8, what did he say? Between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch high. 1/4 or 3/8 of an inch high. Now we do a really proper test here, but I believe if he says so, it is so. Alongside the belly, 70 inches. Later on I will tell you what I like and what I wish would be different. Exactly 70. That's nice. So, now we need to string this pretty bow. And he always said that you only put the loop of the top off and not of the bottom, because it's tailored for 3-finger draw. Well, I don't know. Nice stringer. Stringer. Are they the same? Not the same. So let me put this one on the bottom. And he said one should use a little tissue or something here. Oops. that it's easier, because this is really a small tip and you need to fiddle this here that it works and that you still can put the string on. But we see now if it works without. Let's see. Oi, oi, oi. It's too early for that. So, stand in the middle of the bow and then just pull it up. That's easy. Stromadonna. So, that was a not so hard task. It's not the easiest to string, but when you know how to use a stringer, it's fine. Look at this. The strings run nice and smooth in the groove, and what amazes me, look, this is my pinky, and this is the tip of this 51-pound bow. It's incredible. What we don't know yet, but what I tell you in a second. 610 for this huge amount of wood. Not bad. Now, hill style bow. Shoot them like hill. So handle feels good. This bow doesn't wiggle or whatever. This is simply, when you see the diameter here, it's some hill style interpretations are more like a flat bow, and they're very thin, but this one is quite thick here. You see the 3 layers and overall very thin limbs, but this bow is not twisting or not going anywhere, so this is really a sturdy piece. The center serving is, you can look through it, so it's like a fishing line. It looks like there's no center serving on it. So, me, 3 fingers. Did I do 1 more? Not enough, most probably. Oh, nice. And it's from the beginning here is power. 28 is nice, yeah. Oh, I shoot a few arrows, so we see how far I can go with it today. It's a longbow. This fletching doesn't work with this, so I need extra arrows for this one. And I need to put a knocking point on it, I guess. Whoa. Did you hear that? You hear nothing. Nice. Kicks a little bit. Whoa. Ho, 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 ho. Interesting. So again 10 meters. Then we put a knocking point on it. Oops. Bad shot. So, swing technique. How till swings up and draws at the same time. Oh, I need to practice that. So, getting already a little hard, but very silent and a little bit handshook. But of course we shoot now with kind of 9 grain. If you shoot a little heavy ones, then it's fine. Let's see, press height we have, didn't even check, 6 3/4, which is just nice in between these 6.5 to 7 1/4. Just in between, just nice. So he said 3/8 to 1/2 inch up, but of course can be that, oops, this is not now the right, so we need to test this. Hope my knocking point is not too big. The string is quite thin. No, it works. So, knocking point done. Of course I need a few shots to get used to it, because I did not shoot this kind of bow in 3-finger for a while. Ooh, okay, more powerful than I thought on 20 meters. Yep. Oh, and so silent. No. Nice. Silent, draws nice. Wow. Yeah. 51 pounds, that's fine. What would it say here? Let's see. So, And then you see, of course, we don't talk about string angles on the bow like this. We are at almost 90 degrees. Yeah, so that's what you get. But nonetheless, pretty bow. Look at this, very nice, but I showed you the photos already. Very thin and really well crafted bow. Laminations look good, the handle is fine. You can have it with arrow rest, without, as you wish. All the description you need, and the name, and that it's for me. Really nice, really, really nice. Let's try my luck on 30. So with this one I need to practice a bit more first. Yeah, but you get the feeling for it, as with every bow. Oh, there's a pellet behind still. See, you get the feeling, you know what this bow is doing, gives you nice feedback, and it's forgiving. So I said 450 grain, which is 9 grain or something. 171. 167. 169. So 170 foot per second with these arrows. It's not too bad. Was to be expected. Oh, that's not my bad shooting. So they still go a little to the left and a little down for me. Yep. But consistently, so you get easily used to it. So there's not a lot of handshake or stuff going on, and vibration, nothing. Silencers do their job most probably too. Well built. So there you have it, folks, my first hill style experience. I admit I have to practice a little, and I might need to find different arrows, especially at first a little shorter because they're 31 inches. So it doesn't make sense to shoot 31 inches when the max throw is 28 or 29 in this case. So I will find some arrows which match then the weight, or maybe a little heavier. I have no problem if the bow is a little slower, but it just feels good. And now let's see, we need to unstring it. Now we talk a few things. I have the specialist, Peter, the bowman, and he told me what for him a hill style bow has to be. Or which features a hill style bow has to have. So first of all, the handle is fine, 4 inches, that's nice. But one could make the ramp here a little more pointy, then it would look a bit more elegant overall. Handle on the other side feels good, so this is fine. The other thing is, and then we need to measure this now, where is the center of the bow? Center of the bow should be 1 inch above the riser. So, and when you have a 70-inch bow, then at 35, and he has a center in the center of the riser. So here he has a center, and according to Peter, a hill style bow should have the center 1 inch above the arrow shelf. So an asymmetrical bow, not a symmetrical bow. This is one thing which would maybe make a difference, but I don't know. But as I said, this is Colin's interpretation, and I'm fine with it, so I have no issues with this. Looks really good. The shape, look at these nice, thin, but still not wide, but still thick limbs here, and the finishing is just incredible. This bow shoots nice. It's very silent, so nothing to complain here. Maybe one could smooth this a bit more, that's fine. Shelf is fine. This bow feels good in the hand no matter how you shoot it. So whatever grip you choose, really nice. We get a bow, a string, documentation, a stringer, and the string silencers. Means a bow, a string, a stringer, a documentation, and a silencer means 8 points. It's not bad. Now a little sleeve and then we would be happy. Handling, so this bow is, when you know how to deal with it, not so bad to string. You need to use a stringer. The step-through method with a longbow like this is a pain in the patata, so you don't want to do this. Always use a stringer. That's why he sends one with it. And with the stringer, you saw it, it's not so bad, so it's fine. The handling of this bow, setting up, and then once the string is on, there's nothing to worry about. So I give it a 10, 9.5. The build, exceptional build quality. Of course, it's not now bamboo limbs like preferred from the bowman. It's ash and red iron oak. Some, what ash did I say? Hoop? No, pine. Red iron oak, pink ash and hoop. Pine. So this is what you get because it's all Australian timber. I like this idea. That's why no complaints. But the build quality of this bow, the craftsmanship is just stellar. 10, almost 11. So that compensates for the little bit of handling issues. The basic feel of this bow doesn't wiggle. The handle feels really nice, so no matter how you hold this bow, it feels just nice in your hand. So this really, look, this just comes nice here and you have it. It's fine, but of course we don't do cutthroat with this one. So the basic feel of this bow, it feels comfortable and it gives you feedback, is of course forgiving, 70 inches. Oh yeah, and what I forgot to mention, the length of the bow. I wish when you order a 28-inch bow that it would be 66 inches or let's say at least 68 inches. So I think 70 inches is already very long for the max draw. But this is how he makes it. So I wish the bow would be 2 inches at least shorter for a 29-inch draw and 4 inches shorter for a 28-inch draw. But that's me. But the basic feel, 10. Back to the stuff. Draw experience is longbow like you have from the beginning. You feel it directly and it builds up, so it's relatively linear. It's nice, 10. The shooting experience, of course, it's now different from my reflex bows. But for a longbow, I mean, I shot a few longbows in my life. It's good. So it's, first of all, it's very silent. And second of all, even with these 9-grain arrows or what they have now exactly, you barely feel something in the hand, and this is impressive because, you know, I shot longbows, they shake out your teeth. This one, no vibration going on, and that's why barely any hand choke. Of course, the string silencers help there maybe a little, but overall a very balanced, a very nice to draw bow, really nice. 10 gives you 58. Price value for 650 to 900 Australian dollars is, I think, 400 to something, 600. But I wrote it in the thingy, and I think for what you get, it's easy peasy. I mean, original hill style bow from Greg Aiken or something will be $800–900, and for this, I think it's what you get is fine. And speed-wise, you saw it does 170 foot per second. This is, I think, normal for a longbow like this. So I have no issues to complain. 5. And for the rest, of course, I need a little more practice with this bow because it's not. I didn't shoot that much 3 fingers recently, so I need to practice a bit. But I will practice, and 50 pounds is for me working, but I feel now already that they both complain, so I had to stop. But on the other side, this is a bow you don't want to put down and you want to shoot, and even for hunting, it's silent. I think it's fast enough, but you know better this, all these calculations you need to have for a bow which is good for hunting. I have no idea of all of this stuff. Well, that's why. You need to decide. I like this bow and I like how he made it. It's really nice made. So there's nothing to complain. Surface is not overly smooth, it's silky smooth, so it's fine. So it's not a shiny black, it's semi-matte gloss, whatever how you want to call it. Looks very good. So this bow, awesome. So Colin, really nice made, thank you very much. Of course I paid for the bow. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I catch you in the next one.